Even if you have the safest tool in hand, you should also protect your digits by wearing safety gloves. These should be chosen to provide the appropriate level of cut protection for the required task, but it also is important that they fit well. Ill-fitting gloves can cause more problems than they prevent. Tool maintenance is another consideration. All pieces of the tool need to fit together snugly, and all moving parts should function smoothly. Always change the blades as soon as they become so dull that they require extra effort to cut. Blades are most dangerous when they are either overly sharp or too dull. Using too much force to make a cut increases the chances of the knife slipping uncontrollably. When you're cutting, your work area should be clear of any objects or people that might get in the way. With this in mind, always be aware of where your blade is going next. Never cut toward yourself, and ensure any body parts, like the fingers of your other hand, are not in the intended path of the blade. When finished, house the blade properly and store the tool in a safe place. Of course, lacerations, cuts, and punctures aren't the only injuries people's hands may sustain. Be mindful of these additional hazards, which are also common in many workplaces. Smashing and pinching. Many injuries are caused by hands getting smashed or pinched. To prevent them from happening, be aware of your surroundings, where your hands are, and where they are going. Always use a flashlight if you have to put your hand into an area where you cannot see well. Be especially alert to any objects with hinges that can pinch and wherever two objects mesh or move together. Chemicals and surfaces. Whenever working around chemicals or other potentially hazardous substances, gloves are a must. In many cases, gloves that serve as safe chemical barriers are not the same as those used for laceration prevention, so be sure to make the appropriate choice for the given task. Also, be aware of surfaces that may be too hot or too cold to touch, along with those that may have sharp or otherwise hazardous objects or features. Tripping and falling. While tripping and falling are common causes of a variety of injuries in the workplace, they are particularly hazardous to wrist and fingers because our most common reaction in the moment is to use our hands to break our fall. Prevention is the best measure. Many people trip over objects in walkways, so always be sure these traffic areas are free of such hazards. Be careful on stairs and always put one of your hands on the railing. More than anything, pay attention to your surroundings. When walking, put down your phone or other distracting device and be aware of where you are putting your feet. Indeed, hand injuries are preventable. With the right awareness, equipment, and attention, you can eliminate them from your work environment.